The last decade, roughly 1.5 million Latin Americans immigrated to Spain. Peruvians, Ecuadorians, Colombians were among the thousands and thousands who landed on Spanish soil. They quickly found jobs, they got loans, they bought homes. But when the Spanish economic crisis hit, many lost their jobs, and those who couldn't afford to pay their mortgages were forced out. In the last few years, evictions have reached their peak, and nowhere is the crisis more painful than in Barcelona, home to tens of thousands of Latin American immigrants. Jerry Hayden reports.
Está lleno de polvo, como no he pasado estos días aquí. Es que ya da un desobligo de no hacer nada. Ayer mismo no salí de mañana y no me regresé. Y al llegarte los días, pues ya, no sé, como que no quieres estar aquí en casa.
For Katia Romero, her husband Alejandro, and their 3 kids, eviction day is tomorrow. The bank will repossess the home this Ecuadorian family can no longer pay for.
El pequeño, pues, en el cole también me han dicho que lo ven bastante inquieto, que se pregunta que no quiere irse de casa, que esta es su casa y que dónde lo van a llevar.
Katia and Alejandro came to Spain 10 years ago, drawn here like hundreds of thousands of other Latinos by a red-hot economy.
La verdad que bien, porque había trabajo, se podía mantener a los niños bien. Ya justamente al traernos, pues, nos quedamos, yo me quedé sin trabajo, sin ayudas.
La hipoteca al principio era 940, después con el Euribor que subió a 1200, pagar una hipoteca de 900 a 1200 y después tienes que pagar 1300, 1400 y la verdad que ya no se pudo tampoco.
De vuelta al banco porque no lo habíamos pagado.
Inside, the phone and heat have been cut off. Home isn't much, but Katia and Alejandro say they won't go quietly.
La verdad que no, tendrán que tumbárnoslas, porque yo no pienso abrir.
Seré un muro ahí en la puerta.
Nowhere has the fallout from Spain's economic crisis been more visible than here in this dilapidated immigrant neighborhood on a remote hill behind Barcelona. Ciudad Meridiana has seen more than 300 families lose their homes in the last 3 years. It's nicknamed today Eviction City.
Este es un barrio de inmigrantes. En los años 60 del siglo pasado era inmigrantes del país y en el año 2000 llegan una gran cantidad de inmigrantes de fuera del país.
Manuel Cubero was born and raised in Ciudad Meridiana. He hasn't lost his home, but he defends others who stand to.
Este barrio que mis padres compraron la vivienda en los años 60 del siglo pasado por 1.200 euros y llegaron a vender los pisos por unos 250.000 euros.
For Katia, the clock is ticking. She's filed one last appeal against eviction. Her argument, it's inhumane to put kids on the street. The plan, to have a crowd physically block police from entering Katia's building. Cubero says they've stopped 70 evictions in this way, but it's hardly a long-term solution. For years now, citizens have demanded fundamental changes to Spain's eviction laws. The government has so far rejected such reforms, trying to force banks to rent or sell the hundreds of thousands of homes they've repossessed.
Finally, towns have a way to fight back, a new law that allows municipalities to fine banks if they hold apartments empty for more than 2 years.
But all this is happening too late for Katia and her family. It's eviction day. They wait. But outside, a crowd of neighbors is beginning to grow and grow. And before noon, the news. Apparently the police has seen this crowd and backed off. Today's eviction is postponed.